Will Sonic's been through some painful ordeals in his day, like that one time where he turns into Man-Hog. That can't feel comfortable. Or the time in Sonic 06 where he got killed. That's a very painful way to go. Now, his death in Sonic 06 will always be the most painful since he had to get kissed to wake up, but you know what comes pretty close? When Sonic goes through an entire game with his stinking chest burning from the inside out, I would be screaming my head off, not be making one-liners. Talk about heartburn. Just see what? Okay, yeah, I just lost like 50 subscribers. Sonic and the Secret Rings. This is the game that followed good old Sonic 06, and to be honest, I enjoyed 06 quite a bit more. That's not to say it's better, but for me personally, I don't want to use motion controls. Secret Rings is full of them, and although they're not broken, kind of, I don't want to exercise. I'm worn out from playing Wii Sports for the first 5 years that I had it, so I'm done. No exercise for me. That's why I play video games. What's that? Shake the remote to go up? No thanks, I'll just stay down here, thank you very much. I think I'll ponder how to put out my painfully burning chest. I think I read on the internet that water helps with that. Never mind, I'll just take the fire. So this game takes place in a fictional storybook in the world of the Arabian Nights. That's pretty cool, but did you know that there were dinosaurs in the Arabian stories? It's true, and you know, I would have called bull on that, but the giant cactuses just pushed me over the edge. I mean, they jumped into a whole new level of realism. Nothing says prehistoric times like giant cactuses. So in the game, some genius destroying the stories inside this book that Sonic owns, and you need to stop him. Of course, I mean, Sonic is so nice, he won't even let some random book get erased. The other day I saw him stop a speeding bus because it was going to hit a fly. Everyone on the bus had some fairly major injuries, but the fly was... well, he died the next day because that's what flies do, but it's the thought that counts. Now here's a fun fact. The guy who's erasing the story's name is Eraser Jin. Now, I'm pretty sure eraser means eraser in French, and I'm pretty sure that eraser means really kooky pun. So to stop this guy, you need to collect the 7 power rings. Why they went with rings instead of emeralds, I have no clue. And in the title, they're called the Secret Rings, so I might inquire as to why they're called that. I mean, there is some mystery surrounding them, but they're not really secret. Everyone seems to know about them. Speaking of everyone, there are plenty of familiar faces in this world. Eggman, Tails, Knuckles, and guess who you could unlock? Silver again. The storybook series really needs to continue, seriously. Next, do a pirate one. Sonic goes into Pirate World. Silver would be the most pathetic pirate ever. For the most part, there are very few levels that don't have some kind of gimmick. It's always a race, a ring collecting level, an enemy fighting level, etc. And it can get a bit tedious, but thankfully, we get the awesome main theme playing to reward us at the end of every single level. Darn, that tune never gets old. I don't know if it's because it's just so catchy or if it's just because you're so happy when you finish a level and this is the song that's associated with joy. After a while, it gets kind of hypnotic. Like, if my house burned down and then this song came on, I might feel happy or that I accomplished something. I guess that's not really a good thing. I wonder if that's how pyromaniacs are born. They hear accomplishing music after burning something. Give this video a like for staying on topic. This game has got some really great scenery, to be honest. The graphics are early Wii, so it's not eye candy, but there are some really creative places. Stormy Sea with huge pirate ships, the previously mentioned Dinosaur Land, and the always exciting flying stingrays in the sky. And don't even tell me this makes no sense because I already know. But the whimsy here outranks the logic, so flying rays for the win. Ah, check out this mission, Rampage. Wouldn't you think you get to smash the crud out of hordes of enemies? Sign me up. What's that? Defeat one enemy? Oh, because I'm pretty sure you used the word Rampage, which just isn't very fitting. One of the odd things in this game is some of the gimmicks that they have, like finishing the level without getting rings, or finishing it without killing enemies. What sense does that make? I mean, I get it if they want you to collect all the rings or kill all the enemies, but the exact opposite? Don't get rings and don't get the enemies? What's next? Don't make it to the goal in time? Don't defeat the boss? Don't choose your save file? Don't beat the game? Don't turn your TV on? Don't buy the game? Don't wake up in the morning? That's actually getting pretty dark. Okay, time for the boss. A buff-looking genie should be a battle to remember. Yes. I will remember this battle. Just look at how graceful that is. He's beautiful. You are a beautiful genie. So without giving away too much of the story, which, by the by, is pretty neat, Eraser eventually turns into, elf lawyer Waku Maku Shanlan Doobly. Some more crazy stuff in the story happens, and a very minor spoiler attack, you end up winning the final battle, who knew? And in a touching scene, Sonic wishes for a mountain of handkerchiefs. Isn't that just a bit wasteful? Let's say someone is gonna cry for like all eternity. You can just use one handkerchief. It should be usable forever as long as you keep washing it. I mean, I guess if someone was gonna cry forever, I could see where doing laundry would be the last thing they want to do, but it's still doable. I guess you could hire a maid to do it for you, but then you might have some trouble paying her unless you get a job, and I'm not sure many people are looking for individual who can't stop crying. Maybe you could start your own tear factory, but I don't think that'd get much business. Maybe you could call it a saltwater industry. That's a little more appealing. This is just getting disgusting. I have no idea what I was talking about. Thanks for watching this video, whatever it was about. Goodbye. Happy Thanksgiving. I love you. Okay, why did I just say that? Stop clanking the dishes!